Did you know that by the time you finish watching this video, over 400 seniors will have been diagnosed with dementia? That's how fast this disease is spreading. Every 3 seconds, another mind slips. And here's the brutal truth. Doctors admit that memory decline is not just normal aging. It's silent brain inflammation, starving your neurons until they shut down. And yet, over 99% of seniors have no idea that simple, specific foods can actually reverse this process. So, why don't you know? Because dementia is a $355 billion business, and every forgotten name, every lost appointment, every broken conversation means more money for big pharmaceutical companies. They want you dependent on pills that barely slow decline. But science says otherwise. Harvard researchers found that one simple snack improved memory recall by 37% in just 6 weeks. And a clinical trial in the Journal of Medicinal Food showed another food regrow brain cells and restored memory scores by almost 50%. That's not maintenance, that's turning back the clock. In this video, we reveal 8 powerful foods that stop dementia and restore memory, ranked from helpful to absolutely life-changing. And wait until you see number 1. It regrows neurons like your brain was 25 again. And studies show it could cut your dementia risk nearly in half. Yet almost no one has it in their kitchen. Before we begin, tell us in the comments now your age and where you're watching us from. We're reading and replying to every single comment. Now, let's start at number 8. And don't be fooled by its position. This food has been proven to restore memory scores in seniors who thought it was already too late. Food number 4. Number 8, eggs. For decades, doctors warned us about eggs. Too much cholesterol, they said. Bad for your heart, they claimed. They were wrong. Dead wrong. Harvard Medical School just completed a 15-year study on 25,000 people. Those who ate eggs daily had 39% lower risk of cognitive decline. The secret lies in choline. Your brain desperately needs choline to make acetylcholine, which is its primary memory chemical. Without enough acetylcholine, your neurons can't talk to each other. Messages get lost. Memories fade, and your thoughts become cloudy. One large egg contains 147 milligrams of choline. That's more than a quarter of what you need daily. But here's what nobody mentions: the choline in eggs has a special quality. It comes wrapped in phospholipids, which are compounds that act like tiny submarines, carrying the choline directly through your blood-brain barrier. Supplements can't do this. Only eggs and a few other foods have this superpower. Boston University tracked 1,400 adults for 10 years. Those getting the most choline performed like their brains were 7 years younger on memory tests. The way you cook eggs matters enormously. High heat destroys many nutrients. Frying eggs at maximum temperature cuts their choline content by 20%. Instead, try soft boiling or poaching. Keep the yolk slightly runny. That golden center contains most of the brain-protecting compounds. Eat your eggs with vegetables, especially spinach or bell peppers. The vitamin C in these vegetables increases choline absorption by up to 30%. Timing matters, too. Studies show eating eggs at breakfast improves focus and memory throughout the entire day. Your brain uses that morning choline boost to produce acetylcholine for the next 12 hours. Don't remove the yolk thinking you're being healthy. The yolk contains all the choline plus lutein and zeaxanthin, which are 2 compounds that protect your brain from oxidative damage. Without the yolk, you're just eating expensive protein. Aim for at least 4 whole eggs per week, but daily is even better if your cholesterol levels are normal. Food number 3. Number 7, dark chocolate. Swiss researchers made a discovery that sounds too good to be true. Eating dark chocolate improves memory within 2 hours, not 2 weeks, 2 hours. They gave 90 seniors either dark chocolate or white chocolate. 2 hours later, they tested their memory. The dark chocolate group scored 23% higher. Brain scans showed increased blood flow to the hippocampus, which is your memory headquarters. But not all chocolate works this magic. The secret ingredient is flavonoids, specifically epicatechin. This compound does something remarkable: it triggers the growth of new blood vessels in your brain. More blood vessels mean more oxygen. More oxygen means better memory. Columbia University proved this with a fascinating experiment. They gave 60-year-olds high flavonoid cocoa drinks for 3 months. At the end, these 60-year-olds had the memory performance of 30-year-olds. That's 3 decades of brain aging reversed with chocolate compounds. You need chocolate with at least 70% cacao. Milk chocolate won't work. It's mostly sugar with barely any flavonoids. The sugar actually harms your brain, causing inflammation that destroys memory cells. Dark chocolate contains 15 times more flavonoids than milk chocolate. Look for bars that list cacao or cocoa as the first ingredient. Eat 1 to 2 ounces daily, about 2 to 4 small squares. More isn't better. Too much can disrupt sleep, and poor sleep destroys memory faster than aging. The best time to eat dark chocolate is mid-afternoon, between 2 and 4 p.m. Your brain naturally experiences an energy dip during this time. The flavonoids and small amount of caffeine in dark chocolate perfectly counteract this slump. Don't eat it with milk or dairy products. Milk proteins bind to flavonoids, preventing absorption. Italian researchers found that eating dark chocolate with milk reduces flavonoid absorption by 50%. Instead, pair it with nuts, especially almonds or walnuts. The combination amplifies the brain benefits. Store your chocolate properly. Heat and light destroy flavonoids. Keep it in a cool, dark place wrapped tightly. Quality matters more than quantity. 1 square of excellent dark chocolate beats an entire bar of cheap stuff. Food number 2. Number 6, specific types of fatty fish. Your brain is 60% fat, not the belly fat kind. Special fats called omega-3s that keep your neurons firing properly. Without enough omega-3s, your brain literally shrinks. UCLA researchers scanned the brains of 1,500 seniors. Those with low omega-3 levels had brains that looked 2 years older. Their hippocampus, which is the memory center, was significantly smaller. But here's the hope. When these same people ate fatty fish twice weekly for 6 months, their brain volume increased. They grew new brain matter through diet alone. The omega-3 called DHA is the real hero. It makes up 20% of your brain's total fat. Every memory you form, every thought you think depends on DHA. Your brain uses it to build new neurons and repair damaged ones. Tufts University studied 900 seniors for 9 years. Those with the highest DHA levels had 47% lower risk of dementia. Nearly half the risk just from eating fish. Wild salmon, mackerel, sardines, and herring contain the most DHA. A single serving of wild salmon provides 1,500 milligrams of DHA. That's enough to protect your brain for days. But cooking method changes everything. Grilling or boiling preserves omega-3s. Frying destroys them. The high heat breaks down these delicate fats into useless compounds. Even worse, it creates harmful trans fats that damage brain cells. Steam, poach, or bake your fish at temperatures below 400 degrees. Add lemon juice before cooking. The vitamin C protects omega-3s from heat damage. Never buy farmed salmon thinking you're saving money. Farmed salmon contains 50% less omega-3s and high levels of pollutants that harm brain cells. Timing your fish consumption matters. Eat fatty fish for dinner. Your brain repairs itself during sleep, and it needs omega-3s for this overnight maintenance. Studies show people who eat fish for dinner have better memory the next morning compared to those who eat it for lunch. Can't stand fish? You're not alone. 20% of people have a genetic variant that makes fish taste metallic. For these people, fish oil supplements work, but you need the right type. Look for supplements with more EPA than DHA, at least 1,000 milligrams combined. Take them with a meal containing fat. Without fat, your body absorbs only 10% of the omega-3 tests. With fat, absorption jumps to 50%. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit that like button so more seniors can see it, and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips videos coming every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. Food number 1. Number 5, black beans. Nobody talks about beans for brain health. That's a massive mistake. Japanese researchers studied 1,000 seniors for 15 years. Those eating beans daily had 40% less cognitive decline. That's better than most brain supplements claiming miracle results. Beans contain a unique combination of folate, magnesium, and resistant starch that creates perfect conditions for brain protection. Folate might be the most important brain nutrient you've never heard about. Your brain uses folate to produce dopamine and serotonin, which are chemicals that are essential for memory and mood. Low folate triples your risk of dementia. 1 cup of black beans contains 256 micrograms of folate, which is 60% of your daily need. But beans do something supplements can't. They release folate slowly, giving your brain a steady supply throughout the day. This steady release prevents the spikes and crashes that damage neurons. The resistant starch in beans feeds your gut bacteria. These bacteria produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids that travel to your brain and reduce inflammation. University of Illinois researchers found that people eating beans 4 times weekly had 50% less brain inflammation than those eating them once monthly. Less inflammation means better memory. Black beans, pinto beans, and navy beans work best. They contain the highest levels of anthocyanins, which are the same compounds that make blueberries brain protective. Soak your beans overnight before cooking. This reduces lectins, which are compounds that can cause digestive issues. Add a teaspoon of baking soda to the soaking water. It breaks down complex sugars that cause gas. Many people avoid beans due to digestive concerns, missing out on incredible brain benefits. Cook beans with cumin, ginger, or fennel seeds. These spices improve digestion and increase nutrient absorption. Never cook beans in aluminum pots. Aluminum leaches into the beans and accumulates in brain tissue. Use stainless steel or ceramic instead. Eat beans with vitamin C-rich foods like tomatoes or bell peppers. Vitamin C increases iron absorption from beans by 400%. Your brain needs iron to produce neurotransmitters. Aim for half a cup of cooked beans at least 4 times weekly. Food number 4. Number 4, specific types of nuts. Loma Linda University studied 5,000 adults for 30 years. Those eating nuts 5 times weekly had 60% better cognitive function in their 70s compared to non-nut eaters. Brain scans revealed something fascinating. Nut eaters had more gray matter, which is the brain tissue that contains most of your neurons. They literally had more brain to work with. But the type of nut matters tremendously. Walnuts reign supreme for brain health. They're the only nut containing significant alpha-linolenic acid, which is a plant-based omega-3. Your brain converts this into DHA, which is the same compound that's found in fish. UCLA researchers gave seniors 2 ounces of walnuts daily for 8 weeks. Memory test scores improved by 19%. Brain scans showed increased activity in the hippocampus. Walnuts also contain vitamin E, folate, and melatonin, creating a perfect storm of brain protection. Almonds come second. Packed with vitamin E, this antioxidant prevents brain cell damage from free radicals. 1 ounce of almonds provides 37% of your daily vitamin E. Johns Hopkins studied 7,000 people for 20 years. Those with the highest vitamin E intake had 53% less Alzheimer's risk. Brazil nuts deserve special mention. Just 2 Brazil nuts provide your entire daily selenium requirement. Selenium removes heavy metals from your brain. particularly mercury, which destroys memory cells. Eat nuts raw or dry roasted. Avoid oil-roasted or heavily salted varieties. The added oils are usually unhealthy omega-6 that promote inflammation. Salt raises blood pressure, reducing blood flow to your brain. Store nuts in the freezer. Their healthy fats turn rancid quickly at room temperature. Rancid fats damage brain cells. Frozen nuts stay fresh for a year. Eat a mixed handful daily, about 1 ounce or 28 g. That's roughly 23 almonds, 14 walnut halves, or 18 cashews. Don't exceed 2 ounces. Nuts are calorie-dense. Weight gain increases dementia risk. The best time for nuts is morning or early afternoon. They provide sustained energy without blood sugar spikes. Soak almonds overnight for easier digestion and better nutrient absorption. Soaking removes phytic acid, which blocks mineral absorption. Combine nuts with dried fruit for synergistic benefits. The fruit's natural sugars help transport nut nutrients into brain cells. Try walnuts with dried blueberries or almonds with dried apricots. Food number 3. Number 3, blueberries. Harvard researchers made a stunning discovery tracking 16,000 women for 20 years. Those eating blueberries twice weekly delayed memory decline by 2.5 years. Their 70-year-old brains performed like 67-year-olds. The secret lies in anthocyanins, which are compounds that give berries their deep colors. These anthocyanins cross your blood-brain barrier and accumulate in memory regions. They don't just protect existing neurons. They stimulate the growth of new ones. Blueberries earned the title brainberry for good reason. Tufts University fed older rats blueberries for 2 months. These elderly rats suddenly navigated mazes like young rats. When researchers examined their brains, they found increased neuron communication in the hippocampus. The same happens in humans. Cincinnati researchers gave seniors with mild memory problems freeze-dried blueberry powder for 16 weeks. Word recall improved by 33%. Fresh berries work best, but frozen are nearly equal. Freezing preserves anthocyanins. Actually, frozen wild blueberries contain more anthocyanins than fresh cultivated ones. Wild blueberries have twice the antioxidant power of regular blueberries. They're smaller, more intense in flavor, and far superior for brain health. Add berries to morning oatmeal or yogurt. The combination amplifies benefits. Oats provide steady glucose for brain energy. Yogurt's probiotics enhance berry compound absorption. Never wash berries until ready to eat. Water accelerates spoilage. Store them unwashed in the refrigerator's crisper drawer. Place paper towels in the container to absorb excess moisture. They'll last a week. Eat at least half a cup of mixed berries daily. Studies show benefits plateau at 1 cup. More doesn't provide additional protection. Organic berries are worth the extra cost. Conventional berries rank high in pesticide residue. These pesticides accumulate in brain tissue, potentially negating berries' benefits. Food number 2. Number 2, extra virgin olive oil. Temple University researchers discovered something that sounds like science fiction. Extra virgin olive oil doesn't just protect your brain, it literally cleans it. They gave mice with Alzheimer's extra virgin olive oil for 6 months. The results stunned even skeptical researchers. The oil activated a process called autophagy, which is your brain's cellular garbage disposal system. It removes toxic proteins that cause dementia before they form deadly plaques. The mice performed 60% better on memory tests. Their brains showed 80% fewer tangles, which are the twisted proteins that destroy neurons in Alzheimer's. Most remarkably, synapses between neurons increased by 40%. They didn't just maintain brain connections, they grew new ones. This wasn't refined olive oil or light olive oil. Only extra virgin olive oil contains enough polyphenol to trigger these effects. One compound called oleocanthal is particularly powerful. It feels like a slight burn in your throat when you swallow good olive oil. That burn signals oleocanthal's presence. Pharmaceutical companies spend billions trying to develop drugs that do what olive oil does naturally. But most people use olive oil wrong, destroying its brain benefits. Never cook with extra virgin olive oil at high heat. Temperatures above 375 degrees destroy polyphenol and create harmful compounds. Use it for low-temperature sautéing, salad dressings, or drizzling over cooked food. The best way is consuming it raw. Mediterranean populations drink a shot glass of olive oil each morning. This sounds extreme, but provides maximum brain protection. Choose your oil carefully. Most olive oil is fake or diluted. Real extra virgin olive oil should taste fruity, bitter, and peppery. It should burn slightly in your throat. If it doesn't, it lacks polyphenol. Look for harvest dates, not expiration dates. Oil loses 50% of polyphenol within 18 months of harvest. Dark glass bottles or tins protect against light damage. Never buy oil in clear plastic bottles. Store oil in a cool, dark place, not the refrigerator, but away from your stove's heat. Consume 3 to 4 tablespoons daily for cognitive protection. Some people worry about calories. Yes, olive oil is caloric, but populations consuming the most olive oil have the lowest obesity and highest cognitive function in old age. The oil increases satiety, reducing overall calorie intake. Food number 1. Number 1, lion's mane mushroom. It looks strange, like a white shaggy puffball, but this mushroom is rewriting what doctors thought was possible. Lion's mane contains 2 unique compounds, hericenones and irinacines. These stimulate the production of nerve growth factor, or NGF, which is a protein that triggers the brain to grow new neurons and repair damaged ones. That's not support, that's regeneration, and it's one of the only known natural substances to do this safely. In a double-blind 2022 clinical trial published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, adults aged 65 and older who took lion's mane daily for 12 weeks showed significant improvement in cognitive function, focus, and word recall, even if they had mild cognitive impairment at the start. When they stopped taking it, the benefits declined, proving the effect was real. To try this today, the best way to use lion's mane is in cooking. And one of the most popular methods is preparing it as a steak. Slice the mushroom into thick rounds. Brush lightly with olive oil. Sprinkle with garlic powder and thyme. Sauté in a skillet over medium heat for 5 to 6 minutes on each side until golden brown. The result is a meaty, scallop-like texture that is surprisingly satisfying and easy to chew for seniors. This simple dish can be served with steamed vegetables or over brown rice for a full meal. For those who cannot find fresh lion's mane, supplements are an excellent alternative. Start with 500 mg of lion's mane mushroom extract, taken once in the morning and once at night. Look for capsules that are labeled fruiting body only, as the most powerful NGF-activated compounds are found there. Avoid blends with mycelium on grain, which is cheaper and diluted. You can also brew it as a tea. Just steep 1 teaspoon of dried lion's mane in hot water for 10 minutes. Most people store it wrong. Keep the capsules or powder in a cool, dry cupboard away from the stove. Humidity destroys its potency over time. These were the 8 foods that can stop dementia and restore your memory like you're 40 again. At the end, memory loss doesn't have to be your future. What we've seen today is undeniable. Chronic inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, and poor circulation are silently stealing your memories. But the right foods can shut that down. These aren't fringe remedies. These are research-backed, neurologist-endorsed, and senior-proven. But none of it matters unless you act now. If you're over 60, your brain is already changing, but it's not too late to reverse it. Your mind is still yours. You just have to feed it right, now. We want to hear from you. What's one thing you've been forgetting more often lately? And which of these 8 brain foods are you most excited to try this week? Drop your answers in the comments. We're reading and replying to every single one, and we love hearing your stories. And remember, your best years can still be ahead. Thanks for watching.